Being with us, I'm Catherine Bracho. We begin today with a first alert from the state capitol. Governor Evers has filed a lawsuit against the Wisconsin state legislature for withholding pay raises for employees of the UW system, which is now known as the Universities of Wisconsin. In the lawsuit, Governor Evers argues that Republicans in the legislature obstructed basic government functions by blocking pay raises for about 3,500 UW employees. State Attorney General Josh adds that because the raises were already approved by the legislature and signed into law by Evers, it was unconstitutional for the legislature to block the action. We'll continue to follow this and bring you First Alert updates on air and online as we learn more.